The clean is marked by starting with the weight on the floor and making the catch in the front rack position in the bottom of a front squat. Today we're going to learn a number of drills in order to prepare you from this movement, starting from the top and working our way down. So with hands just outside of thighs in an overhand grip, we're going to statically drive the elbows up in an upright row as high as we can. When we run out of room, we're then going to jump down underneath the bar, shooting the elbows forwards. It's important for this drill to arrive in a small quarter squat position, feet flared out. Try not to think about bringing the bar even higher by inverting your hands above the elbow. Instead, try and think about shooting the elbows underneath as quickly as you can. The next drill involves kneeling on the flats of the feet and popping your hips through to land on the far side of an imaginary line just in front of the knees. Progress the movement by popping your hips so fast that you can land on the near side of the line. The hit is one of the most integral parts of the clean and involves placing the bar in the hinge of the hip and exploding through the hips, arriving onto the toes. Once you've got that movement down, you can then shrug before driving up with the elbows so that the barbell finishes in front of the face. Once you're completely comfortable with this, lower the start position to 2/3 of the way down the thigh, 1 inch away from the leg. The bar should be under the armpit. With your weight in your heels, gently pull the bar up and in to meet the hinge of the hip, where you're able to make the hit to propel the bar upwards. To progress the movement, we start even lower, usually around the kneecap in the start of the second pull, or the end of a Romanian deadlift. Again, ensure that the bar path comes up and in, but you're not moving the bar so much to the body as much as propelling the hips through to meet the bar. The first pull involves starting at the bottom of a deadlift position, meaning you're going to come up before traveling in towards the hips, and try not to do this too fast. Try and instead count 1, 2 before hitting with the hips. You're now ready to start from the floor, which means you need to adopt the hook grip, with thumbs wrapped around the bar and fingers interlocked around the thumbs. We're then going to place the knees in the crease of the elbow, elbows pointed out, and we're going to look front. As ever, with any deadlifting position, you should be long and strong in the back, nice and engaged in the traps, tension in the hamstrings, and the bar will remain just under the armpit, slightly farther forwards than you're used to in a deadlift, perhaps over the first eyelet of your shoelaces. This means the bar can travel vertically up before progressing in towards the hips when you pass the knee, where you make your contact before initiating the shrug, the high pull, and the turnover. Try to keep the arm straight until the end of the second pull, as when the arm bends, the power ends. Try to think of them as chains. Also, when you make the catch, do so just before full depth in your squat to add some suspension to the movement. The lift is complete once you've made the catch and risen up to the top position. If for any reason you need to bail from the lift, push the bar away from you and try and jump back.